In the flatlands of Arkansas, in the heart of farming country, literally in the middle of a bean field near the city of Newport, is perhaps the most unlikely home for a women's addiction recovery center. But that's where you'll find John 3:17 Ministries, a 501c3 faith-based Christian recovery center. John 3:17, for God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved.
Just as I am without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst me come to thee, O Lamb of God, I come, I come broken to be mended, I come wounded to be healed, I come desperate to be rescued, I come empty to be filled, I come guilty to be pardoned by the blood of Christ the Lamb, and I'm welcome with open arms, praise God, just as I am.
John 3:17 Ministries, healing for women.
I hit my rock bottom, meaning I was in a place where I knew that I felt evil. I knew there was evil all around me. Ended up living in a homeless shelter in Florida, and that's when I knew that I had to get help.
I had a pretty bad injury my senior year of high school, which led to a 12-year pill addiction. In the last 3 or 4 years, I had a really bad meth addiction. Married a very abusive man, a drug dealer. My addiction began with Oxycontin and oxycodone. So it led me to everything, crack. Other than, I didn't really do heroin. It's the only thing I stayed off of. But everything else, meth, crack, coke, everything. I thought my mom was an alien. I thought my dad was a god of some sort. I didn't know what was going on. And I got violent with him. I ended up waiting on the police to get there because I thought that I was in the right and I had no idea that I had done anything wrong. Meth is the devil's drug.
I came to this rehab because my life was unmanageable. I mean, I had lost everything. I had my second suicide attempt, and I had nowhere to go. My family had gave up on me, and I didn't have anywhere to go. I started meth, and it took me down really fast. When I couldn't find meth, I had to crack, pills, anything I could get my hands on to numb the pain that I was in.
Smoking weed, and then it went to pills, to meth, to IV using meth and pills, then IV using heroin. And when I started doing heroin, that's really what took me to rock bottom. With my dad being a pastor, higher expectations were always set of me, and I never really was able to meet those expectations. In my addiction, it made me feel more of a failure, just disappointing him and the whole congregation, and me leading a really bad example for others.
I've been arrested a total of 10 times, all on drug charges. In county, the drugs come through there all the time, so it's not really a good chance to try and get sober when you're in jail.
I come to John 3:17 because I was headed for prison. It just got worse. Through the years, my drug addiction got worse. I lost a lot of stuff, hurt a lot of people.
There is nothing that has even come close to healing as many lives through history as has faith. The real heart of this is that faith that heals.
As an elder in the sponsoring church at Rimmel, I just take such delight in being able to participate in that delivery of the gospel. to go and to teach and to baptize and to teach.
I think of those that have lost their family, lost their jobs, lost their friends, but what they haven't lost is their souls as long as they're open to the gospel of Jesus Christ.
As an obstetrician gynecologist, I see just a tremendous need in my work for helping women.
One of the reasons I love working with the John 3:17 women is because it is so rewarding to get to see these women come in, and they have so much pressure and so much anxiety and so much confusion, and to see them become sober and look at life differently, to lay their burdens at the foot of the cross, and they begin to be able to see their life and see a relationship with Jesus, and the pressure comes off of them, and they no longer have that pressure to please and that pressure to just be everything to everybody, and they are more focused on being what really matters and having a relationship with Jesus.
And when you see the darkness of these girls when they first come to the program, and then every month see a little more light coming in their life, and it's unbelievable to be able to see transformation. 1 year later, it's to be able to turn out the best wives, the best moms.
When I first came on board a little over 3 years ago, there were, I believe, 5 women, and we were in an old house beside the old Rimmel Church building. We currently house about 25 ladies. We have 2 full-time staff members who live in the current facility, and one of those just has a small bedroom to herself, and then we have our house mom who has her own apartment. So she has a full kitchen, living area, bedroom. Her son also lives here with her.
When you first come here, there's no one that loved you. No one loved me. No one wanted me around them. And when you come here, they open their arms, and it's like you've been here all your life. And it gives you room to be able to learn what they're teaching you about Jesus that you never really knew, because before you thought you had done too much, that God would never forgive you, or He just didn't have room for you anymore. And here they show you that He's always going to forgive you, and He'll bring you in and love you.
They are very loving and supportive, and they show you the love that you don't have when you're in addiction. They don't judge us by our past. They love us for who we are.
The Rimmel Church plays a huge part in our program. They are our support system. When you're out there and you're living in the drug world, you are used to a lot of people taking advantage of you, and these people here show you what real relationships are and what real love is.
When I got here from jail, I mean, they had their arms wide open, just with lots of love and just moral support. My boys come. My family comes. Sundays are great.
My time here is absolutely free, and we don't pay for a thing.
John 3:17 is free of charge.
Well, there is no cost to come into the John 3:17 ministry, so I don't have to pay anything for my treatment here at John 3:17, and that's the beauty. One of the other beauties of this program.
We do not charge anything for the ladies who actually live at the John 3:17 facilities. Any donation that is made to John 3:17 is tax deductible.
I went to John 3:17 in 2012, and life is wonderful. You have to leave a controlled environment and go to the real world and be focused on putting God in the middle of everything.
There are a lot of things that I hold dear, and my college education, things like that, things that are considered worldly accomplishments, and they are nothing compared to my accomplishments and my experiences that I have from John 3:17. Completely changed my life, allowed me to basically hit this great big godly reset button and just go from there.
Whenever I'm faced with situations, I can go back to stuff that I learned at the ministry and apply that. I don't always make the best decisions because that's just life, but now I don't think about going and using.
I want to thank you for your interest in John 3:17 ministry. I want to speak to you from my heart. We get dozens of calls every week that we're having to say no to. We have a capacity for 28 residents and 5 facilitators. We get dozens of calls every month from people, individuals, families, ladies that are wanting to get into John 3:17, and we have to say no too many times. We need your help. It takes $20,000 every month to support this ministry. We're currently bringing in $14,000 per month. We have to make up that deficit by doing fundraisers to bring in funds to help support this ministry. So we need your help. Like us on Facebook, share with all your friends, let people know what's going on in Jackson County, and come and help us in this good work for God. We appreciate so much your help.